This is Tara McGillicuddy, and this is week 1 of the ADHD coaching project. Real coaching, real people. If you would like access to the complete first group session, check out the link in the description. Our third featured member for week 1 is Jim.
All right. Hello.
Hello, welcome, Jim. Thank you for joining us. And
Thanks.
just briefly, just introduce yourself. I already said your first name is Jim. Maybe let people know your age or age range.
Yeah, I'm Jim. I'm in my late 40s, about to be pushing 50 in a year. So I think I'll be 49. So yeah.
Okay. Welcome, Jim. What is it you would like to focus on or get from this group over the next 6 or so weeks?
Yeah. The biggest thing I'm trying to do right now is get my support structure set up, which will help me to get started on my tasks and maintain things. It's really tough for me. I have to expend a lot of energy sometimes to even just get started. Sometimes even on stuff I like to do and I want to do. So I feel right now overwhelmed with my task list, the projects I'm trying to get going and relationship stuff and kind of all of it. I need help all over the place.
Okay.
So the main thing I'm trying to establish is my support structure to organize and then get started on my task with my main thing, I'd say.
Okay. Do you have the same structure? Are you looking to have the same type of structure for all the things, say family stuff, work stuff, health stuff?
It's more about, I'd say, organizing all of those things. Right now, I just whatever's on fire, I'll do. And until it's on fire, I have a hard time starting it or getting it going kind of thing. And I will also very frequently, I will get inspired and I will see something I want to do and it'll be clear in my mind and then I'll forget it tomorrow. And it's tough for me to do. So getting a capture system set up that then I could put through on as well is a big thing.
So what type of capture type system have you used that isn't working for you?
Just trying to like take notes on things. A lot of times isn't great. I just started experimenting with AI as a methods. As a matter of fact, I just got a new little bracelet. It showed up in the mail today, which is a little button records and it will organize. So I'm really excited about the possibilities of that. But it's pretty new for me and I've started experimenting with it, but I still haven't gotten that nailed down. But yeah.
And I can relate to you because I used to have notebooks where I'd write my ideas and then I probably bought like a bunch of like cheap notebooks, they're all the same color, and I misplaced them. And what you said is AI. I've been using ChatGPT, I don't know, maybe for a year, a lot more in the past few months. And there was something I was thinking about. I'm like, oh, what did I do with it? Where did it go?
Yeah.
And then I realized it was on ChatGPT and it was still there. So since you I know AI, I don't know if you're using ChatGPT. I don't know, AI is AI. You might be using a different thing, but that might be something, since you're already looking into it and maybe getting in the habit of having stuff there. And maybe if you do write something down in a notebook, a loose leaf notebook, a physical notebook, or wherever else it is, that part of your capturing procedure could be that eventually goes into your AI.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's about the central place. The closest I've done that has got me there is I've used Google Keep, which is really like a really simple, it's like the simplest capture like notebook I've found. But yeah, I've got this notebook right here. I'm taking notes as we speak, but I'm going to turn this page and it's not organized. Yeah. And then I guess the thing I'm really trying to focus on is trying to find I call them like the lead dominoes or the 80-20 thing. If I do that, then it will have disproportionate effect downstream and exercise is a big one. If I exercise, then I'm more likely to eat better because I want to feel like crap when I am exercising and it's much better for the brain and that kind of thing. Yeah, and so even right now, as we're speaking, I start to get a little overwhelmed thinking about it, right?
You have a lot going on. It looks like you're a really creative person and intelligent and you have a lot going on. And you're excited about it, which is good, but it can also have the other end where it's overwhelming. So let's narrow it down to a specific area that you want to focus on. We'll narrow it down even more, but let's just talk about a specific area of your life, whether it's family, health, etc. Let's just Can you name that right now that we can focus on now?
Sure. I would say it's probably one of two things. I feel like my morning routine is a good place to start because I have a
Okay.
lot that I want to do in my morning routine, but half the time I just won't follow through
Okay.
completely on it and that kind of thing. Which, yeah, so that's like exercise, journaling, getting started on work. There's a bunch of different things I want to do, qigong, things like. So I would say there's that, and then we're trying to start a new business, and so staying focused on that. So as opposed right now, like I'm just doing basic stuff for work and trying
Mhm.
to into the next phase of things. Like I'm just getting by work wise right now, and I'm comfortable with it, but not. I mostly just do gig work these days, amongst some other things. But there's really exciting projects I'm trying to get started with my partner, and being able to get inspired, stay inspired, and stay focused on what the learning and that's necessary for stepping into this new role I'm trying to take on. Is I
So
could use
let's start because let's go back to the first thing you talked about, which is a morning routine. Because one of the other things I heard you say is that, or maybe I heard you say it, or maybe I'm just intuiting this, is that there might be something that you do that can help you with the other things. And I think if you're doing a morning routine, morning ritual, morning whatever you want to call it, and you're
Mhm.
doing things that help you be more productive, help you focus more, help you with your self-care and all that, that
Right,
in turn will help you with the other things. So let's
right.
start with the morning routine. And what are you doing right now in the morning? Do you have something or some things that you do every day no matter what?
Lately, I've been pretty good about making my smoothie in the morning. Just another really great smoothie that I make. It's really healthy, and I've been pretty good about that over the past. I'm on and off with that, but over the
Okay.
past probably month or so, I've been almost every day I've made it, which is really good. It's like a really good Kickstarter for my sort of health thing because I have a tendency to eat
Okay,
crap.
so your smoothie sounds like this could be like your anchor,
Yeah,
what you
I would say
connect with the other things. And I think one of the things, so what, let's not, let's just limit it to 1 to 3 things.
yeah.
What is 1, 2, or 3 things that you would like to add to your morning routine because it's going to benefit you throughout the day and with other things?
Yeah, I would say exercise is probably number one.
Okay. All
Just
right.
because, yeah.
And are you someone who likes to exercise once you're doing it? What is getting in the way of having a exercise routine and doing it on a regular basis?
Yeah, I do. It depends on what I'm doing. Like I don't
Okay.
really love just kind of rote doing a bunch of push-ups or whatever. Sometimes I do. The
Hmm.
exercise that would be the best for me is I have some trailheads near my house. So just getting out into nature and going for a quick hike, a 5-10 minute drive from my
Hmm.
place. It was pretty easy to get to. And I love that. Once I'm
Okay.
out in nature, that's amazing. Although I'm out of shape at the moment, I haven't been doing as much, so it's painful, right? At first,
Yeah.
I'm breathing hard and I got to stop and the whole thing. So there's that, which is kind of like the anticipation of, oh, this is going to hurt and it's
Okay.
going to get stuck. But once I'm doing it, and especially when I'm done, I'm happy that I did it. I feel way better. And that has, like I said, that has a lot of other effects. So I would put that number one,
Okay.
probably.
So you like hiking. That's something you enjoy. There's benefits, but you're saying you're not as in shape as you may have been in the past, and there's a little fear or resistance there because of that. Is Does it make sense for you to start out with the hiking, or could there be a different type of workout or exercise that would help you do better for hiking? What do you think makes sense to you? Just starting out with a straight hiking or choosing something to work up to hiking?
Yeah, I've thought about this. Maybe something as simple as doing like 20 jumping jacks to get the
Okay.
blood or something like that would probably be pretty
Hmm.
good.
So
I've
before you go hiking or instead of hiking? What am I hearing?
probably before. I mean,
Okay.
it's just to get the blood pumping. The other biggest obstacle to my morning routine, I cringe to say it, but I can very easily just get stuck in my phone. If I roll over, pick up my phone, then it's over for an hour or
Mm.
whatever. It's really easy for me to just get like mindlessly doom scrolling. So that alarm going off. So getting that out of the way, and I have a little uncomfortable with that because my work is also involved with the phone. So sometimes I
Hmm.
have to check it and to see what's available and the
Yep.
whole thing. So that's a little bit of a tricky thing.
All right, so
But
let's get back to the exercising.
okay.
Are you ready to commit to taking a hike, going on a hike over the next 24 hours?
Yeah.
Okay. What's going to help you do that tomorrow morning or between now in the next 24 hours?
Yeah. Community publicly to Richard was going to help. I have to
Yep.
come back and say I did it. That's going to be helpful. I'd say that. And this is what this is what's going to happen. Okay. I'm inspired right now. I'll be able to do it. I feel like I said I'm going to do it. I feel excited and inspired and I'm going to do it. I'll be able to do that. And the first time is not hard for me. The next day,
All right, we're still
hard.
focusing on right now. We're
Like,
focusing on right now in the next 24 hours. And so let's just focus on that. And what you said makes sense, but right now we're just focusing on the next 24 hours, the one day at a time type of thing. What's going to help you do that? Are you ready to commit to that for the next 24 hours, in the next
yeah.
24 hours?
Yeah, I feel ready to do it. What I'll do is I'll just set a little alarm on my phone to make
Okay.
sure that I'm like, get up and do it and check in on that.
And what is your why in relationship to doing it? What's the point? So maybe, I don't know if you ever come to my action sessions at the beginning, I have everyone connect with their why. What is your why
Mhm.
to walking or taking a hike tomorrow? What's the benefit? What's in it for you? So maybe do that before. Let's focus on the benefits. What's the payoff? What's the benefit? What's in it for you? And some of the things we talked about is it's going to help you with the other things, but your why might be different than my why and other people's. So, and however best you connect with that why, maybe a journal, maybe you speak out loud, however best. And I think, a little bit is discussing here, but that's something that might be a strategy to use with something else is, okay, what's the point of doing it? Why bother? And
Right.
if that doesn't work, or in connection to that, maybe also connect with the consequences for not doing it. Okay, if I don't exercise, what are the immediate consequences for it? So I think just narrowing it down to one thing, and I know you have so many other things going on, but this is part of just focusing on one specific thing in the next 24 hours. And it's a process. I know you have other things, but you have
Yeah,
to
no, that
start
makes sense.
somewhere.
Yeah, yeah, that makes
So,
for sure.
all right. So you're ready to commit to taking a hike in the next 24 hours. Is there anything else in relationship to this commitment that you'd like to bring into the call today, or are you ready for me to move on to the next person?
I think that works. I think the only thing I'll say is if I tie my smoothie to that helps a lot. So I'll make
Yes,
my smoothie
yes,
first and then I'll drink half of it, go for a hike,
yes.
finish it or
Okay,
whatever.
good. All right, good. And that's something, yeah, and maybe pay attention to that too. What are the other things that can help you be more successful with it? But let's just focus on that. And thank you so much. I know a lot of people who are listening to this are going to relate to this because this is how a lot of our ADHD brains work, mine included. All right. Thank you so
Right.
much,
Thank you.
Jim. You just listened to week 1 of the ADHD coaching project, Real People, Real Coaching, with our featured member, Jim. Our next featured member, which we will be releasing soon, is Melanie. If you would like to listen to the entire group session to witness how a group session flows, check out the link in the description. This is Tara McGillicuddy. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen.